I've got a premonition, I'm dreaming you and I. All my darkest fears are coming outside. We got a billion races, we got this melody.
Hey you guys, welcome back. I'm Holly Golightly. This is Perfume Vegas and another edition of sampling. And another edition of sampling samples. So basically, whenever I get any like luxe or interesting samples from any place, really, I keep them and eventually try to get enough to try them on camera for you. This is just, well, it's not my first impression for all of them, because some of them I've tried before, or I have been trying. But it is my opinion of all of them, whether it's a first impression or not, and I thought that it might be fun for you to see. Some of these might be new to you. Some of these might be ones that you love already. And you can hear how I feel about them, whether it's good or bad or neutral. I'm not going to spray on my skin because I just did a different video where I had perfume on. So I'm going to have to utilize just some tissue because I don't know where my sampling cards are. I can't find them. Anyway, I'm going to start with 3 that I've tried already for a little while. These all were sent to me by lovely Christy here on YouTube, and I've had so much fun playing with these. One of them is a full bottle worthy for sure. The other 2 are beautiful. One of them I'm kind of like still on the fence about. So let's get started. She sent me 2 samples from the Carolina Herrera, what's the line called? Like her exclusive line? The Carolina Herrera Couture, whatever her exclusive line is called. And the first one I have is Burning Rose. This is one I've been sampling. All of these that she sent me I've been sampling. And Burning Rose is a really nice, true, fresh rose scent, but it's surrounded by incense and kind of richer, darker things. On my skin, Burning Rose opens with like a true kind of a cut rose fragrance, and there's also something quite incensey about it, but there's also an ozonic type of note that I'm not sure what it comes from, because when I looked up the notes for this fragrance, there wasn't anything that on paper would give me that initial impression. And that goes away pretty quickly, and when it dries down, it really comes into a full, like, rich, incensey rose. So if you like that incense rose sort of fragrance, I'm so sorry, I've filmed 3 videos today, so my voice is having a hard time. Burning Rose from Carolina Herrera definitely could be up your alley. These are a little bit more on the pricey side, unfortunately. Thanks a lot, Christy. No, just kidding. These are a little bit on the pricey side, but the quality I found with both of the samples that I have from the Carolina Herrera collection are very good. They have a great lasting power, and Burning Rose gives off a good sillage. Yeah, this is one I will definitely wear. I'll definitely wear the sample, the decant that she sent, but I won't be purchasing this because I do own something from Alchemia Apothecary that is similar. It's called Roses and Razor Blades, and although it doesn't have the incensey note, it has the rose and it has that ozonic sort of vibe to it that I don't think I need 2 that are that similar, although they might be good to layers. So look at me talking myself into buying perfume. No. The next one from Carolina Herrera is Blond Jasmine, and I really, really like this. Christy said, give it time. Like, and I was like, oh great, what does that mean? It's a little sharp on the opening. There's definitely a citrus component that comes across like a little bit heavy-handed. And on paper, it is hanging around a lot longer than it does on my skin. But on my skin, that citrus note, now it's doing it. Oh, on my skin, the citrus note fades pretty quickly, and this amazing jasmine comes forward. It's not indolic, it's not overly green, it's just jasmine in full bloom. Perfect, captured at the perfect time. There's a slight woody base, it's a little bit creamy. It is beautiful. This would make a gorgeous date fragrance. This is going to be a beautiful summer fragrance. I can't imagine it wearing all that well in winter or any time that the weather dips down, but for summer, for spring, even for fall days, Blonde Jasmine is a star. So this is definitely on my to purchase list. Blonde Jasmine from Carolina Herrera. And then the last one I have from the samples that Christy sent me is from Gallagher Fragrances. I had never tried any from them, although of course I'd heard about them because they are talked about quite a bit on YouTube. And this scent in particular is hyped up. It's probably the most hyped of the fragrances from the brand, and it's Rosé All Day from Gallagher Fragrances. There's a lot of like back and forth about this, whether it's good or whether it's kind of crazy. I'm on the fence, to be honest. I'm there. I understand why people could say I like this but I don't like it, because it smells beautiful, rich apple pie, like apple crumble, like it has that mouth feel. And I just talked about that in a different video, but that's what I'm getting here again. But there is that metallic note that comes through, but it doesn't bother me. I actually like it. The only thing that I'm always wondering about is how much I'm going to wear this, because as you see, I have not actually worn too much of the decant. I've put it on my skin a couple of times, but you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way with this fragrance. So do I need a full bottle of Rosé All Day is a good question, but I'm thrilled to be able to use up this decant from Christy because I do really enjoy the fragrance. I think it does smell. I like it. I think it smells good. All right, moving into scents that I have received in gifts, like gifts with purchase or other sort of gifts with purchase, basically. I think that's really the only thing. The first one I have is The Infidels by the brand Agonist. And this is the only fragrance that I have from Agonist, and I don't think I've ever sprayed it before. I'm just looking at it, and it looks like there's still air in the tubes. I don't think I've ever sprayed this. It actually has the notes on the box, so I'll read them. The Infidels is pink peppercorn, Sicilian lemon, clove, Indian Divana, elemi, Mary Rose, Turkish Rose, Sambac Jasmine, Egyptian Jasmine, Burmese Magnolia, Iris, Comoros Lang Lang, Somali Myrrh, Opoponax, Patchouli, Sandalwood, Vetiver, Cistus Peruvian Balsam, Lebanese cedarwood, Virginian cedarwood, Indian amber, and bourbon vanilla. Holy crap. That's a lot. That's a lot of powerful ingredients. Like, that's a lot of powerful fragrance notes packed into this. So let's give it a try. Yeah, I've never sprayed this. Oh my gosh. I have to put it on my, I have to put this on my skin. I'm not gonna get the full experience from paper. I can tell that already. Let's give it a moment. I know that the Agonist is still available. I see them on Lucky Scent. I don't know if this scent is still available. I've had it for a little while. Patchouli, cedarwood, vetiver, iris. Those are the things that are jumping out. Peppercorn, yes. Divana, yes. Myrrh, yes. I'm not really getting a whole lot of sweetness, but that may need to come up in the dry down. And then I'm not getting a whole lot of citrus notes or some of the lighter, fresher notes, and it could just be because of the age of the sample. Like I said, I've had it for a little while, but this is a good patchouli. Holy crap. If you like patchouli, check this out. Not affordable, but none of these are affordable because that's not the video I'm doing today. That was The Infidels from Agonist. If you are a patchouli scent fan, definitely check this out. Yeah, I can smell the jasmine. Now it's coming up. A lot of the notes I think have been lost to time, but this smells amazing, even what's left of it. Like the patchouli and the cedar wood, so good. It's really pretty. Next, let's move on to one that you probably know. So it's just going to be me giving you my impressions of it. I have sprayed this once before, but I don't remember. I know I thought that it smelled like something else, but I don't remember what it was. And what I have is Kilian Rolling in Love. So I know a lot of you guys love this fragrance. I know it's a top feminine fragrance from Kilian. Says a total loss of boundaries, a roller coaster for the soul. Kilian's new musky floral fragrance celebrates love as the ultimate addiction. This wasn't like a new fragrance when I got the sample card, but it had just been released in this red bottle. Yeah. And I've had it hanging around because I wanted to I've been wanting to use it in a video like this. Because of my impression of it. So let's see what it was that got me going here. I do remember it wasn't something I wanted to buy. Oh yeah, now I know. This smells exactly like flower bomb nectar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry my fingers are blue. They got stained when I dyed my hair. This smells exactly like flower bomb nectar. It smells exactly like flower bomb nectar. It smells like exactly like flower bomb nectar. Sorry. Yeah, that's what it was. I've noticed, I own Kilian fragrances, okay, so I'm not talking crap about the brand. I like the brand, but I've noticed some of their fragrances are a little bit derivative. Who's deriving from who is the question. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know when this was released. I don't know when Flower Bomb Nectar was released, and I don't know what of the other 800 scents that smell similar to those when they were released. So it's basically just a derivation. It's basically just derivative of an entire genre of fragrance. It's just the same. It's not anything to write home about. Sorry. I'm sorry. If you're a fan, I'm very sorry. It's not bad. It's not bad scent at all, and I will definitely use this sample now that I've bashed it on the internet. Okay, the next two I have are other niche fragrances. The first one some of you have probably smelled, so you can definitely let me know in the comments if my opinion is valid or not. Like, I hope you do. This is from Diptyque Tam Dao. Yeah, let's give it a go. Have never sprayed this one either. Interesting. I think I almost bought a bottle of this off of Mercari without knowing what it smelled like when I had a sample here. It's a fresh woody, yeah, it's like a fresh woody fragrance. It's not like a creaminess of like a sandalwood, so there might be something like patchouli, violet. There might be something violet or like violet leaf. It's green, fresh, woody. It's a pretty scent. This is one I would wear on my body too. Let's find somewhere that doesn't have something on it. Let's give it a go. Ooh, this I smell the Infidels. The bourbon vanilla has come up for sure now at the dry down here. That's really pretty. So for Tam Dao, my arm. Very woody and very green patchouli. I feel like there's a patchouli presence there. I like it. I do like it quite a bit, actually. I don't know that it would be something you should blind buy. Don't do that. But it smells good. It does smell good. Tam Dao. From Diptyque. I don't know if I said that. This one that I can't open is actually one I've tried a long time ago. I can't open it. This comes from Heretic Parfums. It's a gift with purchase. Well, a sample with purchase. There we go. And, ooh, I thought it was a dabber, but it's a spray. It is Dirty Violet. Dirty Violet from Heretic. I'm going to put it on me so that, because just losing a lot of fragrance this way. Put it up here. So I actually really like Heretic Parfums. They are a clean perfume company. They're cruelty-free. They're indie, niche. And their scents are pretty pricey, but they are a very good quality fragrance. I own 3 from them, and all 3 of them have great performance. They have a nice sillage. They're beautifully blended. They're really nice. I really enjoy them. And I know that, like, a lot of people might... I think a lot of people shy away from this brand because, like, Goop, like, they have connections with Goop, but they're actually really nice perfumes. So, Dirty Violet, I'm assuming, is a violet. I did spray this before, didn't I? Oh my god. It's just, like, pissing out. Well, okay. And that's the way it's gonna be. Just kind of, oh, it is green. It's violet, but it's not like a traditional powdery violet or like a sweet candy violet. It has got like green. It's got like patchouli. It's got a lot more green notes than it does violet feel. There is some sort of floral feel to it. But if somebody had just put this on or put this on me and were like, what flower do you smell? It's like a watery flower almost. It's a very watery floral. I'm not really sure what I'm smelling floral-wise. There's definitely green note here that's like a patchouli or some sort of similar, maybe vetiver. A green vetiver and a patchouli sometimes smell pretty similar to me. I can have a hard time telling them apart. This is nice, and I think they still sell this. This one, I believe, is still available on Heretic's website. I think you can also get it on Sephora's website. It's a little spicy now. It's really transforming on the skin. Huh, I'm impressed. None of these are a dud for me. None of them are like, ugh, throw it away. All of these I will definitely wear, and some of these I will probably purchase as well. But if you liked seeing this type of video, or I'm just trying fragrances that either, you know, are new to me or fun for me, or things I think might be interesting to you, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below how you felt about any of these fragrances. If you feel like I didn't give them a fair shot, or maybe I need to wear them, or if you think that my opinion with the way they smelled is wrong, let me know what you have to say about the scents, and I'm happy to hear it. Otherwise, I'm going to let you go for today because I need to get something to drink and take a break before I start work. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know how you felt about the video by showing me love with the thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified the next time video arrives, and I will see you then. Bye.